Arabian Motors expanded. We've broken records over the past 17 years. We're recognized and people know us. If it's not in here, it's not worth talking about. I really want to do something with the branding. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, sorry I'm late. Actually, I'm not. What do we have this week?
We have Barracuda Lamborghini Miura, belongs to a VVIP, and Porsche GT1. Beautiful, classic resto mod Mustang.
Mo's a scout. He finds through his connections and through our other staff the best type of cars that we can photo shoot and do articles on. Do you have any motorbikes?
Yes, we do have a motorbike.
What we doing?
We're going to Harley-Davidson.
Harley. Okay,
Yeah.
This is you and me, babe. Mo, you need to come as well.
I'll come to check it out if I'm not doing
What happened
anything.
to you, dude? You used to be a Harley person. What happened?
Dude, the heat.
It's a motorbike. What do you want, an air
I don't
conditioning
know,
motorbike?
I wanted to be like Chips. You know, it was a police bike, so that was that.
was a police
I
bike.
got my kick out of it, and that was it. I used to love watching that TV series Chips. Back then, it really was my dream to become a motorbike cop. But thank God, you know, I grew up and things changed. I've managed to get the National Theatre
Oh,
that
again?
backdrop.
Oh, that's fantastic. Because, you know, we did that last photo shoot over there.
No, I'm doing different angles, bro.
Nadia, you're going to be there?
Unfortunately, I have made other commitments, so if I can work around them, then I'll come.
All right. I'm just going to videotape, and then you can apply it to whichever social media you
I think
want.
that's a good idea.
No, you can't transfer it.
What is this Snapchat? It has so many restrictions, and yet it's still popular. I don't understand.
I hate it.
It's not really
probably like,
restrictions.
I mean, it's
What
cool,
no
but I hate
restrictions?
it.
If I have a really cool video right now and I want to post it on a Snapchat, I can't.
I think it's really difficult for Mo and Sumit because it's not part of their generation. Obviously, their social media when I came here wasn't exactly their strongest point. You can download Snapchat on your phone and just snap away.
Yes, but that means I can't edit it.
But you can save it and then edit it.
So after 24 hours, it just disappears.
Yeah, unless you save it.
On the phone.
On the phone, yes.
Really not more knowledgeable about this than I was just 5 minutes ago, so...
And I don't think we're getting anywhere with
No.
this.
For once, I think we can agree. Do people regularly see their Snapchat every 15 minutes? And if they do, haven't these people got a life?
Tarek, how are we doing with the ads for this edition?
How are we doing?
It's all right. Could be better. We are in Ramadan nowadays, and it's hard to get hold of people.
Our sales are not that great during Ramadan. Everything is slow, so trying to get people to advertise and get involved is tough. Tarek, dude, this year we have to have the 2017 calendar. Just make sure I want it sponsored. I want a client for it.
Consider it done.
Tarek is my right hand, one of the most important people in my company. He's the sales and marketing director, but really he does everything. We need to wrap this up really quick. We only have, what, about 2 weeks? We're gonna go to print in 10 days' time. I'll see you on the shoot. When I got my motorbike license, the first bike I ever got was a Harley-Davidson V-Rod Muscle, and I loved it. And it's been a love relationship with Harley-Davidson ever since then. This is the Iron. I have one of these babes.
Dude, there's a bike for Nadia right here.
If it was
It'll
pink
match your
and
nail.
glittery.
No, it's gonna match your nail polish.
Very
Seriously.
nice and glittery,
Hey.
man. Can you sit on it?
I am.
Check
I'm
it
just
out.
doing the
Check it out.
Snapchat.
Biker babe.
Here, give me this. I'll Snapchat you away.
I think you need to be like rock, chick, biker, and something that says, I'm riding Harley-Davidson, you know? I clearly didn't have any of that. Although I did get this little bandana and tie it around my hand. Oh, I
Is
actually
it
really
recording?
don't like motorbikes.
Do I click? So if I click, it automatically goes there? What if I don't like the picture?
Then you have to cancel it.
Why is it like...
This is why you have me, okay?
Oh, right, social media. I don't know a quarter of what she knows. It's something that I should brush up so I know how to direct them, give some kind of feedback.
What about me?
Lily, I need to get a photo of me.
Hi, Sumit. How are you?
Such a bad
Cyrus,
picture.
how are you?
time.
Good,
Yeah.
good. How you doing?
No bad.
Long
Good to see you.
time.
Long
Have you
time.
been?
Not bad.
Ever since I got
How's
rid of
your
the
bike?
Harley, I haven't
Oh,
ventured
you
here.
sold the bike, right?
But I still buy the clothes.
Oh, yeah.
Think about it
That's
this
a
way.
good thing. Still,
Concession.
the Harley's in your blood. That means.
He uses mine. He uses mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Know your clothes, your bikes. I used to own a bike. I got myself a Road King. I drove it for like 2 weeks, then I got rid of it. It was too heavy, too loud, and it was too hot. I can't do things that are uncomfortable. He's gonna buy another bike, I swear.
Here we
to
are.
God.
This is the Fat Boy,
That's a
which I was
beautiful
talking
Fat Boy.
about. Yeah.
It's sick.
more
It's
than
really cool.
25 years in this market.
25 years.
Yeah.
And this is from the Softail
Software family.
category.
Yeah. It's 103, which is 1,690 cc.
Oh.
ABS brake system. It's a counterbalanced engine, which means like smooth ride, no vibration at all on this.
No
model.
vibration,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is usually a Harley trait. It was in the Terminator movie. This is one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's I'll Be Back bike.
Does it come with a gun holster, you know? Yeah?
The look is pretty much the same.
They changed the engine, the start from 80 cubic engine, then after that 88,
Alright.
then 96, then 1690, which is 103.
They keep making the engine bigger,
Yes,
more
yes,
powerful
more
and
powerful,
faster.
you know.
The Fat Boy is one of Harley's sure bet bikes. You want a Harley, you want it to do everything, you get a Fat Boy.
This is 6-speed also. Why don't you sit on it, actually?
Yes, Samir, sit on it.
Even you can make more chrome on it, customization.
It feels very comfortable.
And I can sit
Yeah.
right behind as well, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Do you want to hold the bike?
This is a classic moment.
Sure.
I got it, don't worry. We were dropping it, so. I swear the bike went down like 4 inches.
It's perfect.
Oh my God.
And you've got armrests. What more do you want?
You think it moved?
Okay, Mo, that was a funny one.
This is the front and the back gear changing. But you can do it with your heels and you can do it with your toes as well.
So why don't you go for a small spin?
I would love to, Raj.
He's giving it to you right now because it's very hot outside. He knows you're going to be
He knows
back in
that,
5 minutes.
yeah, I know, that's
There's
the
always
trick.
a catch. The only guy enjoying the Harley-Davidson day out was Mr. Samir Uchi. It's melting. Only a hardcore biker like you is capable of getting on a bike and going out for a test drive in that weather.
We've done our research because when we test drive these bikes, we need to know about the ins and outs and the details of these bikes. We also need to know about the company itself because we need to put a story. And basically we get this bike and we look at it, analyze the company, and we create a story around it. The Fat Boy is amazing. Very comfortable, very easy to ride, not that heavy. One of my favorites. This was a hungry bike that was teasing you to, speed up. And boy, does it speed up. Thing is a rocket. And it was an exhilarating experience.
One of the nicest backdrops for the Barracuda would have been the National Theatre. It's spanking new. The way the architecture is, it's just amazing.
Fantastic location. I saw Andrea Bocelli in the concert here. It was amazing.
I wanted to go, didn't get tickets. Anyways, the photographer's here.
No, Nadia's with us, not with us today. Who's going to be doing the social media thing?
You are. You've
I
got your
don't
phone
know.
in your hand, you're ready
I don't
for
know,
it.
Snapchat from Facebook.
I
from
only know how to
Instagram.
take pictures on the camera.
I'm not that old. Digital world just it changes every couple of hours, not even a couple of days. Snapchat, I don't know where it came from. How long has he been here?
I think he's been doing this for about half an hour.
Jody,
Hey guys,
how are you, my man?
great, nice to see you.
How's the shoot going?
Amazing.
What kind of pictures you took already?
Wheels, bonnet, the shaker on the bonnet,
Right.
lights in the back.
I think he's wonderful behind the lens. He understands the car language because he likes cars. It's all about the fine details. You see the gills, because it's called a Barracuda, obviously, so it's got to have this
fins.
detail. No, dude, that's not a fin, that's a gill.
Gills.
Yes.
All right, gills.
This is a 1971 Barracuda, manufactured by Plymouth, now defunct. It's a Hemi V8. They're fast, really loud, powerful engines, originally created for drag racing.
We'll pop the bonnet in a bit, we'll get some nice shots of the engine.
Couple of shots on the interior.
The interior is perfect. Check it
Look
out.
at that.
This is more of Mo's area because it's classic, but I have to admit, it was in amazing condition and it was flawless.
Owner is not here, but we are going to have access to his garage. He's one of the big-time collectors of cars. I think this is his first incursion into American cars. It looks beautiful. It's like one of the best. The way it looks is so aggressive. Really nice classic lines of American muscle cars. The beautiful thing about this car is that it's a resto mod. It's got everyday drivability. Everything's just perfect about it. The detailing is so cleverly done. The engine on it is a 6.1 Hemi, modern engine. I want you to fire it up because, you're always complaining about classics and things like that. This one's going to surprise you.
Does it
Enjoy
have a roar?
Find out for yourself. It's like brand new. Woo! Yep. I told you you're gonna like it.
I love it. Ay, ay, ay. What is that sound? Here we go. The roar, amazing. The engine was completely overhauled, and this is some of the skills that we have in this little tiny island that we call Bahrain.
Tina, that is a joy to drive on the road. With that sound, amazing. I wish we could record that sound for the magazine.
Really?
Like, a soundtrack that
You open
came...
the magazine and go, whoa.
Yeah, something like that. For one of the special editions. Jody's really enjoying shooting this. I can just see that.
Oh, loving it.
I like to be on set. This is a magazine layout, so we have a particular style in terms of the pictures and the positioning. We give that feedback to Jody to make sure that he incorporates those thoughts and ideas. We're gonna do some social media snaps over here.
You should have done it when you fired the engine up, because that would be just perfect. You're gonna need a ladder to get me in. Oh God, it was a total disaster. He doesn't even know how to operate a camera.
Where is Nadia when we need her?
Well,
I can't see you. All right.
There you go.
Is this gonna go online straight away, or do we have to?
Sam, you know
Can I
what?
just take pictures and give it to Nadia later?
Why don't you do that?
If Nadia says it's good, then we'll go with Nadia because she's the guru of that. That's why we hired her. So is this a cover?
I got a couple of other good cars, but I think we should have this in our classic car segment. Fits the bill completely. It's got everything you can look for.
I have to say, I love the color. What if we put like the classic cars of its era, like the Camaro?
Why not? Let's do it. I'll make a few phone calls and we'll get that sorted.
Good job, dude.
The cars come out really fine. Even he was impressed, and he's not crazy about those kind of cars.
Thanks, Jody.
Take care, guys.
Appreciate it. Great car, Mo.
Thank you. We aim to please. The 911 GT1 is one of those cars that would put any country on a map. Porsche enthusiasts all over the world know that it's like a holy grail of supercars. There's only 2 in the world, and Bahrain happens to have one of them.
So why are you pissed off?
Well, because it's really late at night.
You've been blessed with this opportunity to see something like this and you're complaining.
This one is super rare. It's a 993 variant. She comes out with this grumpy attitude.
Wow.
You know, we need you, we need you. Luckily, the car was so nice, I just enjoyed myself.
So what do you think of the car?
It's a Porsche 911
Wow.
GT1.
You recognize it
I do.
because it says 911 GT1. Cool thing about this particular car is that there's only 2 993 variants. This makes it very special because the other one is in the Porsche Museum back in Germany. And this is the other one that's here in Bahrain. Bahrain's got a reputation for having cars that you don't find anywhere else.
That makes it sound more exciting. I must admit, it was pretty cool. I did feel quite privileged to get to experience that, but it was late at night.
It's a twin turbo. It's a 3.2-liter engine, water cooled. A little bit of a surprise for most people because 993s were the last air-cooled Porsches. So
What do you mean air-cooled?
The cooling for the engine is derived from the air as the car speeds up.
When I've been on Porsche test rides, people ask me, hey, you guys have a GT1 993 variant there, right? We're very lucky to have this car in Bahrain.
It's got this beautiful hood scoop right there, breathes the air down the engine. It's got a roll cage. It's a to get into this car, by the way.
Oh my God.
It's like a cage. I hate roll cages. It's so difficult to get into.
Hell you can get in there.
I've sat in the car and I've gone for a spin in this one.
No way.
No, I have.
no
I'm
way.
serious, I have.
I can't even fit in there.
You can't fit in there because look how tight the area is.
Hey, be very careful what you say.
All right, all right, all right.
Very proud
Okay.
of
Okay.
I'm sure I'll be able to squeeze it in there, Mo, especially if you can squeeze your tool in there.
Amazingly fast car, very light, carbon fiber, complete shell. When they first built the car, the idea was to compete in the GT1 category. Porsche didn't do very well with this car. They discontinued this project.
And how much does one of these go for?
The last time I saw these 996s were going for around $3 million. This one's obviously going to fetch a lot more than all of those because this is a 993 variant. The difference is, you see how the lights are? They're a little bit more upright. They go straight like this. For the 996 variant, the lights are like flat out, exactly like the road-going cars. So they blend into the body. But that's that.
I think what makes it cool is that it's really rare and it looks like it goes super fast.
When the car turned up there, my jaw dropped open. No matter how many times I see this car, it always has that effect on me. It truly is a jewel. I love the front, I love the back, I love everything about it except the interior. I don't like roll cages because it is so difficult for me to get out.
When you get this shot, take a picture of it from here. It's got this long nose and it's got the hood scoop. You want to get that in. Try and get the back of the car. That is just so beautiful. I'm just trying to see sex appeal. I want to see if somebody turns up in this, would women look at the car and say, oh my God, wow, so cool.
Yeah, I would love, because I'd want to see how you fit in the car. I mean, your head would be like against the roof
I
or
hate
something.
you. I think we're done for tonight. I think you
Yeah.
need to head home and get some sleep.
Right,
All
let me just take some pictures.
Manufacturers are churning out cars by the dozen. Something's new today, it's not going to be new in about a month's time. And the only way to get an alternative car that will really stand out from the crowd is to go back in time, find yourself the mainstream classics like the Mustangs when you start working on it.
A lot of people today grew up seeing pictures of their dad driving a car like this in the 70s. It has a lot of sentimental value. This car in particular is owned by 2 brothers. They've just worked on it to show it. Why hide this beauty, you know?
To own that car, it's like, wow, you've got a beautiful piece of art. Classics are in big time. I'm a big fan as well.
What's the year on this? What is 67?
67 coupe. This car retains all its natural beauty on the inside.
I love that deep.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's got
it's
that
guttural.
rumble.
It's still there.
It was brought from the States. The 2 brothers wanted to change the color. We came up with this red. It's called Soulfire. We actually blend it in SMS.
I can see that. It's
Yeah.
got that laserish effect.
Even in the dark,
It's
it's
very vibrant.
Yes.
We've got some fantastic paint shops here. People from Kuwait, Saudi, Qatar, they all bring their cars over here. Every time they send a car into the oven, it usually comes back looking, wow, it's gleaming.
This started as a GT. We gave it a Shelby theme. The Shelby logos and the Shelby tail, Shelby-inspired wheels to make it the GT350 tribute car.
It's about this close to being one of those Eleanor types. The fascia, the front fascia looks
Yes,
aggressive.
but
It
the
is.
Eleanor is a fastback.
This is a coupe.
Yeah,
As far as classics go and American muscle or pony cars, the Mustang to me is an all-time favorite.
we made sure that all the lines are identical everywhere. And those are the little details that we really strive to make.
That's what makes a car
Yeah.
stick out. The detailing on it's been very precise. What about the motor?
Had a 5.0 Mustang engine from the 90s. He put that engine in and put a carburetor on it to get a little bit more power.
Salah was synonymous with street racing back in the 80s. He used to be legendary in those days. Anytime somebody was doing donuts, Salah was definitely there.
Have you got the complete resto mod thing going in it, like from the suspensions and the brakes?
It wasn't done for the purpose of autocrossing. Those kind of cars are called G machines. They're made to pull a lot of Gs. This car has, drop spindles to give it that lower stance. And it's got bigger wheels. The stock wheels on this was 14 inches.
I love the rims, by the way.
We also managed to give it an authentic look with the lettering on the tires.
Oh, yeah. What about the interior? Did you do a lot of work on it?
They completed the setup. They actually put the engine in, they put the interior. This is a work in progress.
I love the enthusiasm with which these two brothers prepped this car up and made it look so unique. And Salah's great at adding these finishing touches that make all the difference.
So tell me, do you think classics are back?
Classics never went anywhere. There's more awareness. The potential is amazing.
Absolutely. When I'm looking at this, I'm just like, wow, this is something I would buy. I would love to pay an arm and a leg to get this and to be able to drive it every day to work.
This Mustang was great. And I even tried to make a bid to see if I can buy the car, but no go.
Awesome job, dude.
Thank you very much.
It was a Thursday night. I got in there early. I was waiting for him, which is very unique because normally people end up waiting for me.
Whoa.
What's up, buddy?
Wow, dude.
I thought you might like it.
I love all this Japanese samurai bonsai kind of stuff. This is awesome.
I can hear the turbo whistling away, and he brings over this beautiful red S2000. Fantastic car. For me, Japanese cars are things that you can modify to no end.
How fast?
First thing we did on this car was actually a turbo system. Makes about 400 horsepower.
BHP or WHP?
Wheel horsepower on my dyno, which is very stingy. This is making around 550 at the flywheel.
Yeah.
It's a pocket rocket, to tell you the truth. It's light, and it's got all that power on the wheels.
I'm looking at a lot of carbon fiber.
Started life as a T-bone hood. He bought this APR wide body kit. It was a nightmare to make everything look straight.
It looks ferocious, just the front of it.
The S2000 is a wide car to begin with. When you put another 30, 40 millimeters of fender like we have here, then it changes everything.
This wide body S2000 doesn't even look like an S2000 that much because he's got all that whole body kit on it. Salah's done a fantastic job on that one as well.
We added stickers to give it contrast, the letters on the tires.
Okay. I'm looking at the detail inside the wheel.
We thought, we might give him a halo when it drives. All you see is that red line. We couldn't do brakes at the time being, but seeing the car, he's very excited. He wants to do brakes next.
I've always loved this car. I love that whole 50-50 weight distribution.
It's very unique looking. I love the details on the wheels. I'm not a big fan for black rims in cars, because they just kill the car with the tire. With this detail on, the car looked very nice.
The trunk is amazing. I love that whole coupe look.
It's kind of reminiscent of the ZM4. The car has a lot of JDM features. It looks good enough to win a show.
I give it first place immediately.
Thank you.
I love that hatchback kind of appeal. My first car, you remember, was an Audi S2.
It changes the whole profile. I mean, this roof on a bone stock S2000 maybe would look too much, but with this setup, it fits.
When I looked at the S2000, what it did was it really inspired me even more. These are cult cars. Why not do a special edition on Japanese modified street cars? We could have the GTR, we could have the Supras.
What kind of suspensions are you running on this?
We're running HKS Hyper Damper 4s, the best money can buy. We kind of gave it a Le Mans theme here.
I love how it sticks out. It's like a completely separate screen.
Yeah, let me show you the engine.
Show me the heart.
It's a 2-liter, stock internals. We did a turbo by P-tuning. It's a GTX30 ball bearing.
Okay.
With a billet wheel. We also run methanol injection. Methanol drops the intake temperatures by 30, 40 degrees. Makes the air denser, which turbos love.
I'm sure this car is going to make huge noise when it hits the streets because it looks beautiful. There's going to be huge guessing game on how much horsepower it's got. This is how the street racing scene goes.
Excellent stuff, dude. I am really glad you gave us the opportunity to photograph this. This is cover page material. When are we coming over to yours?
Anytime, you're more than
I
welcome.
want to come over. I want to see some cars. I want to see what you have at the garage.
We have some big builds at the shop.
I can't wait. I want to
We'll
come
show
and see.
you-
If
we'll
you
show
put
you what's
something
going
like this out, I'm already having a heart attack.
It's a nice place.
It's beautiful. Landscape, everything's perfect. Even the weather.
I am sick to God of this weather. My makeup is falling off my face. My
Nadia.
hair. What?
Quit it, please.
Why do we have
All
to
you
come
do is
out in
f***ing
the afternoon
complain.
and come and see the car? Why can't we do it at night? Like, I'm just sick of this. It's like 100 degrees. My hair and makeup, I feel like it's about to melt off.
We can't change the fact that it's summer.
I can't be bothered to do this. I really can't.
You know what? If you want to quit, quit.
I will.
Quit.
Fuck it.
dude. This is all your headache.
Nadia had a fit. The most insulting thing I've ever had is somebody throw my magazine. It's like throwing my baby on the floor. And this is a staff of mine.
I really do feel bad. I think I took it a step far.
I held myself. I didn't blow up because we were at this person's house.
She's the most unsocial person for social media.
Give me a break, dude. You just keep like complaining about everything.
Samira's got to learn to take things a notch down. She's a girl. She doesn't want to look like Cinderella who's late. There I am trying to go get this photo shoot arranged for this Lamborghini Miura. Rare cars can't get rarer than this.
Lamborghini.
Why do they have a sticker in the back of this car?
It's not a sticker, dude. It's the name tag. It's Miura SV.
And what's the Bartone?
Bertoni shaped this beautiful car. By the way, this to me is the best looking car in the world ever. Yeah.
Really?
Look at it. It's gorgeous, dude.
I'm
It's
sorry
gorgeous.
for you, man. I mean, it's beautiful, but the best
I
looking
feel sorry
car...
for you. This is the car that actually put Lambo on the map.
The Lamborghini Miura, an automobile that I would die to own. The Miura that we went to see is exceptional.
You know why it's called a Miura?
No?
There was a ranch in Spain that used to produce the most ferocious bulls. It was called the Miura. Ferruccio Lamborghini, the guy who started this whole company. This was the first time he actually named the car a name, you know, instead of a number.
And now they're all names.
They're named after famous bulls. Yeah.
We can definitely put this on the cover. It's in pristine condition. Do you have an idea how much it is?
These normally go for around $3.5 million these days.
A Lamborghini that had vents in the back. That's what it was. Very unique car. Again, classic, not my cup of tea, but some people like it, obviously. It's worth a lot of money.
This one is technically priceless, and I'll tell you why. Because who owned this car is so important, the Shah of Iran. I'm serious, this is the Shah of Iran's car. When the Shah abdicated, a lot of his cars were left in Iran. And then some person went and purchased the whole stock.
This is the car that was driven in Tehran a couple of times. Empress Farah Diba drove it around. It's got Tehran plates. It's got complete history there.
It's got a 12-cylinder engine. It's pretty quick. When the car was first shown at the Geneva Motor Show, there used to be a plexiglass here. And then they put in the louvers because the engine would heat up so much, they needed somewhere. Yes, it can go in, but don't drop it. There's another plexiglass here, but this time, but you can actually see the engine.
I'm not sure if I'm comfortable sitting in the engine literally on top of my head.
I'm not comfortable sitting in it because it's like white.
You're not comfortable sitting because you can't even fit in it.
Let's not do that again, please. Production for this stopped in 1973, and after that, Lamborghini launched the Countach. But you know what SV stands for? It's called Cinto Veloce. Cinto means tuned, Veloce means fast.
I love the color on that car. I love the interior. It's white. It's this glorious color combination. It's a piece of history. Add to that, it's a piece of art. Something that any car enthusiast would be bowled over just to see in front of them. And so was I. And I just walk around it and I keep finding these angles, these lines, everything about it. It's just, okay, don't get me started because I'm just gonna start crying in a bit.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about it being on the cover
I
because
couldn't agree more with you. How many of these are in existence?
it's a rare car. I would say around 700, probably.
Mo, I love this car.
Good.
Finally, you find something that I like.
Dude, you're killing me, man. Every issue we go through.
I don't know. Let's go and see if this girl is still here, if she's hitchhiking back home, or I don't know.
What the man?
What happened?
This week, extremely rude staff had the audacity of throwing one of my magazines on the floor. I swear to God, if it wasn't for me being in somebody's house, I would have thrown a fit.
Oh, shit happens, man.
I take somebody on site and they act like a child. What am I supposed to do? Like call their parents? Your child's been naughty and come take her home?
At that point, I'm totally 100% with Samira. You're in a professional environment, so you need to act like a professional.
I want a letter, send to her, this is her first warning. Send it to her on Snapchat. Problem only lasts for one day.
I could.
It's like throwing a flag of a country on the floor. I'm sure there's a law against that. In my company, there is a law against that. Swear to God, if she does that again.
I don't think she's gonna. She was actually very apologetic. Yes, come in.
Hey, Nadia.
How you doing? Throwing a magazine on the floor. I don't think I'll ever hear the end of it, 'cause I'm just nervous.
It was a week that I want to forget.
Yes, I know. I apologize for my actions.
Yeah.
I just got caught up in a moment and it was so disrespectful. It really was.
Slightly.
Yeah.
Nadia, listen. You're gonna have things like this. It's gonna happen. I argue with Mo all the time. Okay, I understand. But it's where you do it and how you do it that matters. And we're gonna be discreet.
I know I was in the wrong. I can completely understand how it feels now if someone's to throw my bag of makeup on the floor.
You're the face of the magazine on social media. You have a problem, come over here, we'll talk about it, and we'll try and find a solution.
Yeah.
She apologized, so we just forget what happened and just carry on. How's your work?
Yeah, it's good. I'm getting a lot of positive feedback. The YouTube channel has been progressing and we've been gaining more subscribers.
How different are you managing this from Snapchat to Instagram to Facebook Facebook?
Snapchat is more of live updates
Okay.
of what we're doing behind the scenes. Instagram, I'm focusing more on specific shots of the car. And then I'm creating videos of our experiences, which are going on YouTube and also on our Facebook.
I'm linked up with Nadia in most of the accounts. It is picking up.
They're not all the same content. They vary, so we kind of keep them on their toes.
You're doing a good job. This is her specialty, her domain. This is the reason Nadia is part of Remy Motors. Well done, Nadia.
She is.
Yeah.
She's improving.
Finally, I've had a bit of recognition.
How was the Harley and stuff?
We spent like a couple of hours driving around.
Isn't it hot?
Part of the job, Kayani. It's what we do. We endure it. We take it. This is the thing, Kayani. Lead by example. Have a good weekend. Don't party too hard.
try
Because
not
next
to.
week is the last week for the edition.